there's a fallacy that people jump to very quickly that's very understandable, which is that as soon as they see a computer doing something better than they can, they assume the computer can do everything that they can.
Right.
And that's not at all the case, right? Because a computer can play chess at grandmaster level doesn't mean that it can fold your laundry or put away the dishes. These are all very separate problems. They require different technologies. And this notion that people have of AI being a danger or about to be solved, it comes a lot from this very tempting fallacy. And so I think it's really important that we can learn from what the computers can do, but we also learn limitations. Games have their rules, they're very well structured. As you said, that's not the same as open world reasoning. There's a lot of potential for using AI technologies if you just look at what are they better at and just objectively say, here's aspects of tasks that computers could do better than people. An example I like to use, right now, there are 40,000 fatalities a year in the U.S. alone from human errors or human driving errors. Right? Humans have a really bad driving record. Right? Autonomous cars, on the other hand, may be able to reduce that dramatically. But there's a very big difference between whether they can do that and whether they're accepted by the general public, right? If we get to a point where autonomous cars, if all cars were autonomous, there'd only be 1,000 fatalities on the road. Objectively, that should be a better system, but that doesn't mean we're going to be able to go there and that people will accept it. I think there's a very big difference. There's sort of two axes. There's systems that are good, and good for society, and then there's systems that will be accepted by society. And right now, there's a lot of things in these two different quadrants that are good but not accepted, or accepted but not good. And a big push in the artificial intelligence community is now to try to figure out what does it mean for an AI technology system to be good, and how can we make it accepted? How can we make those two meet? One of my main research areas is reinforcement learning, which is about having computer programs or robots improve from their own experience about how to act, and value functions. This value alignment problem is very central to that. I think there are plausible arguments that if you got to, that there are scenarios where there could be dangers, and we know very well that computers will optimize what they're told to optimize. So if you tell them to optimize the wrong thing, for instance, when we were trying to have a robot learn how to walk, it might figure out that if we just tell it you want to move as quickly as possible, it might figure out that the best thing to do is drop to the ground and roll or something. And we say, oh, that's not exactly what I meant. We have to change the value function. There are challenges in doing this, trying to figure out how to encode to the computer what it should be trying to do best. But you, as you were asking the question, said the computer will care about. People care about things. Computers don't care about things unless we program them to care about things. They don't have the emotions intrinsically or inherently. And so there is this, people are quick to anthropomorphize the computer and say, oh, it might want to take over the world, or it might want to figure out how you can stop it from pressing the off button. Why would it do that, right? It's not going to just happen magically.